grind. Trading state of mind, in the market we're aligned. Power hours near, gates becoming clear. We're riding with no fear, profits drawing near. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky.
Hello, good morning. I hope you guys liked the song I created. I liked it as well. I liked it. Okay, so interesting price action so far. What we are seeing. Looks like we're currently reacting pretty heavily. I'll be ready to be taking a trade very soon. Our first trade of the day. So 1 minute for value gap created here. Let's wait for a little bit more confirmation. Okay, it looks like we have green light. We're being very patient here again. Waiting, waiting, waiting. If this trade doesn't pan out, then we will have to wait a little longer. And wait till after opening of 9:30. Okay. Reducing our risk by 25%. Alright, there's not really a new low created yet, so normally I would go to break even right now. But due to there not being a new low created yet, I will put my stop loss under here. Because this is the low of this current range. If we break this high, then I will put my stop loss here though. Not yet broken. Okay, now we broke it, so I'll put it in profit. So right now our trade is in has no risk anymore. So we'll just wait. So I wouldn't be surprised if like price would go to this fair value gap. This is something I would assume to happen. So we touched that fair value gap now. Right now on the 15 seconds we are bearish. So we would have to, if order flow indeed is bullish, this will revert from this 1 minute fair value gap. We should be okay. But we are already in profit here, so it should, we shall see what happens. If we get taken out, we get taken out. If it's support and it is bullish, then it will continue. Okay, we might be looking at the break-even trader. If that's the case, then that's the case. Yeah, break-even trade, that's okay. Yeah, a little bit of a little loss, but we see it as a break-even trade. It would have been a nice one. It's still on the 3 minutes we are still bullish. So good to see that we went to break even when we hit that 0.75, because well, you see, otherwise we would have been taken out. So let me zoom out a little bit. I will have to do some more checking. This is the 15 minutes. It was a nice attempt though, but this is why we follow our Strategy. So right now, one break even for the day. That's okay. One minute seems heavily bearish right now, which is okay. Let's remove these areas for a minute. 3 minute is bearish now as well, so we'll just be waiting. I am happy though with that trade. If it panned out and like 9:30 would shut it up, then it would have been a very nice trade that we could hold for the whole day. Doesn't seem like it wanted to give us that, but so be it. But so be it. So let me actually add a counter. Yikes, that's huge. Let's reduce that size a lot. Let's change the color to red, or just black, and put it in the top here. So, there we go. So we had one break-even trade, which is good, which is fine. Which is fine. Right, we got disconnected for a little while, I think it was. But we should be back up. Oh. I'm trying to figure out if I can make the stream a little bit better quality. There we go. So we do have news at 4. So is it 4 p.m.? Yeah, so we have news at 4 p.m. Today in my country, meaning news at 10 a.m. here. So, is it 4 p.m.? Yeah, so we have news at 4 p.m. Today in my country. Alright. I think everything should be okay now in terms of quality. It should be. Da-da-dum-dum. Okay. If we break above here, then we will have bullish order flow again on the 3 minute. I might actually want to. Okay, so to have a little recap of right now what I'm thinking. We are still operating from this low to that high on the 15-minute. On the 5-minute, it's the same, which is very annoying to actually get something out from. What you could say is that we actually have internal range liquidity all over here being built up that was taken out here, and that we have internal fair value gaps over here that were supported previously. That was at least how I looked at it. But if we look at that from that perspective, then our current range is actually bearish, because then we would have taken this high, creating this low and high. We would have taken this high, this low and high, and then we would have changed the structure just now, which is not nice. So I guess we should wait a little more. We should probably wait a little more, yeah. I mean, these two fair value gaps are holding, which are hourly fair value gaps as well. So it is showing more. It is showing bullishness. So let's make that clear. And I am actually also looking for bullish price. So I assume we would just have to wait and see what the 8:30, the 9:30 does in 10 minutes. And then we will know for sure. By the way, if ICT would look at my chart, he would probably kill me, I think. He would probably say that this is too much lipstick. And to be fair, he is right. He is right. I mean, this is too much lipstick. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's now it's a little bit better. So let's remove those things. Let's remove these fair value gaps for now, because those are things from yesterday. 8:30 opening price, doesn't really matter for now. So this is today. Today, bullish structure, taking out internal range liquidity, short-term low, into a fair value gap to rebalance. So we would like to see bullishness return here, and that would be when this high gets taken out. Like we did a 15-second entry here, but we got stopped out. If we had the 3-minute entry, we would still be in. But I want the confirmation. I could have had a bigger stop loss, but don't like that. So my risk for today will be around $1,000 for each trade. Because I had 2 losses yesterday, which I have to recoup right now. So I'm scaling down in risk size. So yeah. Let's see. All right. Something very annoying, by the way, happened with yesterday's live stream. So I had some background music on, and while I had that, when the stream ended, YouTube said like, "Hey, that's copyright. You cannot use that." Uh, so it got removed. So right now, this stream I cannot use any background music, at least not copyrighted background music. Otherwise, they will remove the stream again. It was very annoying because I was about to make a few clips, and then yeah, shit happened. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna wait for 9:30 opening. I wanna have a little more confirmation on what's happening today and what we will do. I'm pretty sure that like we are currently supporting bullish order flow here. I mean, that's a given right now. We have the 8:30 opening here. We retrace to it. I think we will go one more time deeper. I hope so. If not, if we go straight up, then it will be extremely bullish today. Personally, what I hope for today is that actually, since there's high impact news tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and Friday as well, I hope that today we will actually expand into the daily fair value gap, which would be pretty. It would be plausible. It would just be 150 handles. Um, and that means that my bias for today would be right. So this is yesterday's high, which we will probably try to target. Yesterday's low. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if today we target this buy side liquidity of last week's first day. Those equal highs. That would be amazing if we target that. So right now on the 5 minute, we actually have, it looks like a range from here to here in which we are operating. Let me pull this up a little bit because this is pretty important to show. So there we go. Had to make sure that the disclaimer is visible. Very important. Very important to have the disclaimer visible. So if we are extremely bullish today, and which would be a very good confirmation entry, it would be that we now take out that high, and then we have some sort of fair value gap that we retrace into and then continue higher. But right now, if I am looking at this structure here, it seems a bit bearish. A little bit. Yeah, now that I look at it, I actually got a little bit lucky with my trade before. Because this is bearish internal structure. And we actually would have had an entry here somewhere. Yeah, interesting. Okay, 8:30. 9:30. Let's see what happens. So you could say that we have buy side and sell side here. It would be nice if we take out that sell side, I guess. But again, if we are following structure, then it is what it is. And if we work in extremes, then we would have this low and that high. It's really poking up in here. Like this 15 minutes for value gap here. It's really poking here. So this is a balanced price range right now. Okay, so we took out that low over here, as you can see. Hopefully 9:30 will move us even further down into the midnight opening. If we are get moved into the midnight opening price, then we are in extreme discount, which it looks like we are trying to do. We are at least below the 8:30 opening, which is pretty nice to see. Now we would have to wait for a market structure shift up to support our ideas. On the 15-minute, you could say that this is actually buy side and sell side. Let's see what the hourly is actually. So on the hourly, we have this is the low of the day, this is the high of the day, which I have a feeling that we are drawn to buy side liquidity today. So I should see bullish fair value gaps being supported, which we see here. This one is in discount. Okay. So we did go below 8:30 opening, and it is supporting this fair value gap that's in discount. Now I need to see a clear market structure shift on the 5-minute or on the 3-minute to do anything with this. And it has to be clear. So this is a pretty heavy wick. Right now on the 15 minutes, that seems to be indicating, okay, we're doing damage to the downside. Going into the fair value gaps here, rebalancing, supporting higher time frame fair value gaps as well. It's now potentially move to the upside. If we break this high, then on the 3-minute we would be bullish. Annoying part is I can't really say anything about the 5 minutes because I don't consider this a market structure shift on the 5-minute. Okay, so on the 3-minute, looks like we took out that high. Let's see what if we actually will create a fair value gap over here and then look for confirmation on the 1-minute or on the 30 to 50 seconds for a nice entry. So we already had one trade that was in here. I can show you if you want to. Like here, we bought 9 contracts, we sold 9 contracts, which was a break-even trade, which was fine. If you had the 3-minute trade, then potentially we would still be in it right now. But I'd rather we stopped out and look for a new and better entry than actually hold on through all this. Because this is mentally this is really draining. If you would have been in the trade here, and it goes down. It's that's really draining for you. I mean, we did have a 1-minute market structure shift here. We have a 3-minute here. So I wonder if it will respect this fair value gap over here. I wonder what it will do. Right now, I still do not really trust the 15 minutes, even though that this is bullish price action here and that we took internal range liquidity. We can now go for external range liquidity. But I don't like it that we are still here in this 15-minute fair value gap that we aren't currently closing above. So we might do that within this 15-minute candle, but it's still a little bit icky. It's not something that I prefer right now. All right, this seems to be better. This is a lot better. This seems nice. If we actually get above here, then we would have a 5-minute bullishness as well. But there aren't really. Difficult. I just noticed, by the way, that people have to be subscribed before they can talk. Let me turn that off. I would have to figure out where that is at, actually. I think I can do it here. At least I think I should be able to do it here. Alright, nice. I have to figure out right now how people can send messages without being subscribers for 5 minutes. I have no idea where that setting is. Oh, terrific. Not. There's a way that you can do it, but I forget where it is. There is a way you can do it. Looks like we're creating a 5-minute fair value gap, so that we will actually potentially have a trade very soon. And that's very nice. But we will still have to wait for confirmation, obviously. I do like this price action. This seems bullish to me. So that's awesome. There's not much to see on the 30 seconds, actually. 30 seconds is from here to there, which doesn't give me any insight. Inside information. 15 seconds is more clear. That's from this low to that high. Let me see where. So live, go here, settings, show more. It should be here, right? Ah, here we go. I found it. Any duration. So you have to be subscribed, but right now you can just add a comment whenever you want. That's better. Solved! Alright. So 15 minutes seems bullish right now. We have a 5-minute fair value gap here. Hopefully being created. We don't know, of course. The only difficult part will be to look for confirmation entry in this potentially 5 minutes created fair value gap. Is right now on the 15 seconds because the 3 minutes is from this low to that high, which is literally the 5-minute range as well. The 2-minute range is exactly the same. The 1-minute range is exactly the same as well. 30 seconds, same. Yeah, the only real confirmation entry that potentially will be given will be on the 15 seconds. Which is okay, to be honest. I can live with a 15-second entry. Alright, I see that one person is watching right now. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask on if it's trading related or something about me. I do have one mention though that normally yesterday when I streamed, I had background music and I figured out that, well, if you have apparently background music, um, your streams will be deleted, which is a bit scuffed in my opinion. Um, but it is what it is. So I had to remove the background music. And I have to fill it up with my beautiful personality. C test. Yeah, you're also testing C. Hey mate. I think the stream has, by the way, like I think 10 seconds delay, 10 or 15 seconds delay, so that you're aware of it. So I do read your test, your chat live, but my reply will be potentially 10 to 15 seconds later. Just so you're aware of it. So if you want the September ticker, you you type in NQ, you open the CME NQ futures, and then you just go down here. Then you have the September contract here. If you want to do it without searching, all you can do is NQU4, and then you will have it automatically, as you see. So what you also could do is NQU 2024, and then you have it as well. Hopefully that's answered your question. All right, so we are right now back at that 5-minute fair value gap. So we would have to see if we can find any confirmation in here right now to potentially have a trade. The 1 minute is bearish, as we can see. We created a new low to high by breaking this high. So we will wait and see how it reacts here. No problem, man. No problem, man. Glad I could help out. Glad I could help out. Yeah, the 1 minute range and the 15-second range is the same. It's from that high to that low. So we have to break this high to find a confirmation entry on the 1 minute. So right now, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 minute are in sync, which is nice. The only thing that I'm right now doubting a little bit is that we are creating a 15 minutes fair value gap here and that we could retrace into that. So we did have a reaction from this previous 15 minutes fair value gap that was created today. As you can see, so we entered it, we completely made it a balanced price range. Then we broke structure, going back into this 5-minute fair value gap, and now breaking this high to, well, continue further potentially. So this is where we potentially want to go towards to. This is actually, it is that we got taken out here in our 15-second entry earlier today. But otherwise we would have been in heavy profit. I mean, right now it's break even. The direction was correct though, by the way. Like, I did predict that we would see some bullish action, and that this external range liquidity of the 15-minute would be taken. And it did. It just moved down a little bit further on the 9:30 opening, which is totally fine, of course. Can happen. It can happen. So I'm glad with this potentially being a fair value gap that gets created. And if this fair value gap gets created, I will probably wait for a retest of this one. I know that we had a reaction from these previous ones. But it's like better safe than sorry, I would say. We are leaving those equal highs here with the previous day high from yesterday. So 3 minutes is bullish, 5 minutes is bullish, 1 minute is bearish currently. Not really creating much of a fair value gap. I mean, it's a bit candle. We worked down, took out some buy side, leaving equal highs. Yeah, I think the draw towards these equal highs is pretty large. But I don't see an entry as of yet to get in there. I mean, we did take some sell side here, so you could potentially see this as a turtle soup to move back up. But I don't like that. I want to wait a little more, see what price will give me, because I am very close to getting funded, and I don't want to make decisions just on that feeling of just being funded. I don't have to be hasty. I really have to just follow my strat, be very patient about it, see what the day will give me, and then move off that. Very quickly, we'll be going to the toilet. Give me 1 minute. All right, I'm back. I'm back. This is we are supporting this 5 minute fair value gap, right? It's just uh, 30 seconds. I mean, we didn't take out these lows. That's a bit. So ES did take out these lows, so we have a divergent there. Divergence. So I actually we might be able to do something. Might be able to do something. Funny, my feed of NASDAQ has a delay because not connected to an exchange, so it runs almost the same to your stream. Little difference though. Alright, that's nice, I guess. By the way, C, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Because you're the first one here. I have no idea how you actually found my stream, which is interesting already. Let's have a little chat, mate. What made you come to my stream? Okay, so a new 4-hour candle will be created very shortly. So we will see what it will do. I wonder if it will create a nice G to swing lower. Because we do now have a very tiny fair value gap here. This is a very tiny 15-minute fair value gap. But it is one. Let's see. So we're bullish. We are reacting from here. I don't like the divergence between S&P and NASDAQ, like that S&P took this low and NASDAQ didn't. And why I don't like it is because I'm not very good at trading SMTs. It's not really in my um, strategy to trade SMTs. I just like it for to swipe that liquidity so it doesn't have a reason to go back. That's the best. Ideally. Alright, nice. So we finally swept that. I'm very happy with that we swept that. Now let's see how we react from it. So because the 5 minutes is still bullish, thirty seconds. So this is an order block, 5-minute order block. Now the question is, will we do anything with it? Will we do anything with it? Well, wait. Uh, this is it. Okay. So C, are you still here? I'm not able to see it, who is watching, so. I mean, I will keep talking to myself no matter what. I'm trying to speak my mind to use this live streaming as a sort of journaling for myself. So yeah. We are in this range, 40 seconds. Oh, you're still there. Half AFK doing other things though. Fair enough, mate. You do have the chart up, alright. What are the other things you're doing then right now, man? I mean, so you have the chart up, you have my live stream up. What are you doing, mate? You make me curious. Uh, so I broke that high, low, broke this low. You don't have to do have the chart up here. Okay, so price is acting bullish right now, which is nice to see. Like we're respecting the fair value gaps, which is a good thing. The thing is though, the order flow on the 1 minute, 30 seconds, and 15 seconds is still bearish. Like right now, it could still react from this fair value gap here on the 15 seconds. Which is a little annoying. You're checking the water of the aquarium now with a bit of chemistry and some work things. Nice, man. You sound like a very interesting guy. You sound like a very interesting guy. Tell me a little bit more about your aquarium. What kind of fish are in there? You make me curious. You make me curious. Is this a trade that I would like to take? Man, maybe. I'm already late for the entry, but yeah. Some 5-star barbels, Chinese Danos. Oh, nice, man. I mean, it's with getting the water good. Like, if the pH is not correct, your fish could die, right? If I understood that correctly. I don't like the risk reward on this. So, I mean, a pH of 8, it also depends on if they are salt or freshwater fish, right? Because like a pH of 8, it's a little bit more base instead of sour acidity. I mean, so I don't know a lot about fish, but I could assume that depending on saltwater or freshwater fish, that for example 8 um, would be okay. Ah, freshwater. All right. Nutrition is a more difficult thing. They have to balance out, not too little, but also okay. How it works. Getting it right is another thing. Fresh there. I mean, it sounds like a nice project, to be honest. It sounds like a nice project. I never had any fish. I do like to fish, that's something different. But I never had an aquarium myself. But I know that there a lot of work goes into it. Like you're already saying, like getting the pH good, the nutritions, etc. I know that it ain't that easy as, hey, let's just put some water in it, some fish, and give them food. I know a few people that did that, and I mean their fish they died quite quickly. Well, not quite quickly. I mean they had some fish for a year, but they were expensive fish, and it was like, why do they die? And like they never put any attention to it. It's almost like ICT trading. It's a science. Oh, freaking hero, mate. But you are correct. You are correct. This stop is so wide. Yes, but also a gut feeling. And that gut feeling comes from experience, right? By the way, C, for how long have you been trading? I wonder. Because we do not know each other, do we? Well, yes, from like this live stream right now, but do we know each other outside of this live stream as well? Hold on, this is going very quickly. Oh crap, I was not paying attention. Alright, so this went extremely quickly. There was a 15-second small fair value gap here, and I had to act extremely quickly to get this. Um, so sorry that I couldn't call this out. I'm still right now figuring a few things out myself. Uh, so we are here. It would be possible that we lose this trade. I don't know. We have to see, obviously. Let's see what the gods are giving us today. But also gut feeling. It's funny always how news events tend to never, ever, ever, for as far as I'm not go straight against the trend. Even liquidity has a grab beforehand are usually the direction of lower time. Yeah, true. You're 100% right there, mate. It's very interesting how ICT explains it as well. Like news events are more like catalysts for the market. Let me check something. So I will put an alarm here, uh, which tells me to go to 25%. By the way, again, very sorry that I was not commentating on how this entry went, but as you saw, it went extremely rapid. It was like I was chatting to you, I looked to my right, and the setup was there, and I was like, oh frick! So I even didn't get the entry that I wanted specifically. Like I wanted to enter here, didn't let me, so I entered a little bit higher. It is what it is. So we are near 50%, so we got our risk by 25% right now. So move it up a little bit. Next objective is 75% to target. About 2 years of practicing. Alright, nice man. Are you still currently paper trading or what are you doing? And are you already profitable or not? I'm very curious to have a chat about this with you, see. Alright, stops to break even. Looks like it's going near to our target. It wants to go there. And we sell, so we are in with 3 contracts. I'm going to sell 2 here, as you see. Okay. 2 contracts are sold, and I'm going to leave 1 contract running. And this contract, I will only move this contract based on the 15-minute swings. So if we created a new swing low on the 15-minute, I will put it under there, and we'll just keep it running from now. Or what will happen, and I'm not able to show this. Oi. How do I show this? So, okay. I'm currently still in my evaluation of Topstep. And I have to keep my profit under the 50% best trading day thingy. So, or I will close that out at that point when I'm reaching that 50% of profit target, or we will get stopped out. Or I will move it under the 15-minute swing lows. But W, I won. We had a winning trade. So very nice. So we had two trades today. We had one here that went break even. One here that was a win right now. Let me adjust the counter. So we have one win, one break even today. Very nice. Do you have to look at it on the 15 seconds? Yes, I do. Doing some journaling at the same time. The day when I have time. Maybe give indices a little bit of boost. Home sales mom just came out. Yeah, I know. Like there was news at 4, right? Yeah, there was news at 4. Assistant home sales. So at least at 4, at 10, there was news. Guess we will have to see what happens now. Because how does the 1 minute look actually? Yeah, if we get stopped out here, then we get stopped out. I don't care. It's already done its job for me. Like I could again look for more, but it's not really required. By the way, C, were you also here with the break-even trade? Or were you just here with this trade that we just had? Right now today we are at a nice 2k profit, which is good. I'm content with that. Like, what you said, C, regarding home sales, mom just came out. So that was at 10 a.m. which happened here. And what you saw was it came out, it gave a Judas swing, and then went up. And I actually marked that that market structure shift that happened. I marked that here with the 1 minute. Then I went into the 15 seconds and see, okay, does this fair value gap of that news get supported? Yes or no? We saw, all right, in the fair value gap, we have another market structure shift and we have an entry here on the 15 seconds and targeting the buy side liquidity. That's basically what happened, right? I will have another quick toilet break because, well, I drank this mug of coffee, and as you can see, it's almost as big as my head. And I also drank this thing already twice. So my bladder is like it's full. So give me a minute, I will be right back. Alright, freedom. Empty bladder. It's very nice that I have a toilet literally very close to my room with everything in it. So the price action here, it's curious, to say the least. So the question is, are we getting stopped out right now? Because we might. This is a running contract, by the way, so we already have our win. Now it's just a question of, all right, will we get stopped out here on this low or not? Like, it's doing some heavy consolidation here. You see? It's actually quite insane. I'm also looking at the 15-minute here in my top left, like on how the candles are created right now. And on the 5-minute here, obviously. The 5-minute portfolio gap and then the 1. So ideally, what we would like to see is that we actually expand right now. Like expand towards the upside. Let's have a look on how DXY is looking. So DXY took buy side liquidity, and we still have sell side liquidity left. Took some more buy side here. Okay, so we are getting stopped out. That last contract is probably getting stopped out soon. Yeah, there it is. It got stopped out, which is fine. We're still up 2k on the day. We might have to recheck this again. Perhaps we can have another scalp in here on NASDAQ, because we're still bullish. So let me remove the executions for a minute to give some more clarity. Remove these as well. So we're still bullish on the 1 minute. On the 15 seconds we are not. We are bearish here. So the 5 minute range is from here to there. From here to there. I don't really see. Okay, so this is a 3 minute for value gap we have here. Now the question becomes, will anything happen? Will we react from here? Looks like we want to react from it. Yeah, the 30 seconds is also bullish. Right now there's not much. The 15 seconds is also bullish right now, but there's not much to be seen, it looks like. I mean, maybe we can have an entry here, but then we already would have had the entry here right now. Then it would go up. Hmm. What are we doing? So this is bearish. We do have these equal highs here. In the 3 minute we have this value gap still, to which we reprice. Okay, right now it really depends on what happens here. If we break this low on the 5 minute, sorry, this low. Took out sell side liquidity. How does the hourly look? Hourly respecting this fair value gap. Actually still leaving that buy side liquidity. Resting there. 4 hour seems okay. 15 seconds. Let's stay here for a while. Operating relatively equal lows. We might reprice to this for value gap here. We might reprice there. So the 15-minute range that we are working in right now was, this was the previous range, then it was from here to there. This is the current range we're operating in on the 15-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame, well, we have this low, obviously. We have that wick for consequent encroachment. Uh, 1 minute. Yeah, let's wait till this high gets taken out on the 1 minute and then look for another entry on the 15 seconds potentially. If this high does not get taken out, then we'll look for more downside probably. So I'm not really wanting to take that risk right now. Looks like we did again retouch that 15 minute for value gap. Very small one. This was a 5 minute for value gap if I'm correct. Yep. But this is not interesting anymore. So let's remove those. Keep the 15 minute. No for value gap in here. We do need this for value gap. Okay, we close below it. Not ideal. Yeah, if we want to see another trade right now, we would want to see this high broken. If this high gets broken, then we are okay for a new trade. Otherwise, no. Da, da, da. Do, do, do. Hey, by the way, C, aren't you? I think I now. Are you Whistle? You are Whistle, right? You're Whistle 236. Am I correct? I was just laying the connection, I think. If you're still there, I'm not even sure if you're still here. So right now the account balance is at 175k. So we're 7k in profit. And I still have 4k to go to pass the challenge due to the 50% rule to target. I kind of breached that. There's not much happening right now. Like, barely a thing. Interesting to see that we're moving down now. Like we just hit consequent encroachment of the 5-minute wick here. This 5-minute wick. But we already moved to the 75%. So I don't think that we will hold. And on a 5-minute we're bearish now. So let's remove this, all of this, and then we are now going below the 8:30 opening and below the midnight open potentially again. So this might be an area actually where things reverse again. But we will have to see what happens. As always. As always. So we are touching that 8:30 opening line right now. So this is the 8:30 open, as you can see. We did react from it. Complete range is this. These fair value gaps are still active, but they are already balanced price ranges. I mean, someone could say that this was a break of structure and this was a break of structure now as well, and that we have a market structure shift here to the downside. Someone could say that. We could also just be like reacting one more time from the hourly fair value gap. They overlap with these two basically. So they might potentially just want to accumulate a few more orders here. If we break this 1-minute high right now, then we might go up higher, but Prices a bit hard to predict right now. So we did take out first day's high, just a little bit, not a lot. Like just for free handles, that's not much. Free handles is nothing. Like, yeah, literally free handles is what we took it out with. Hmm. I'm not sure yet about this. I mean, these are potentially relatively equal lows as well. We are now getting into the 1050 to 1110 macro. So maybe something will reverse now and we are able to get a scalp in, but it might accelerate lower. Okay, so we are way below the 830 opening right now. So we are just in heavy discounts. It's still respecting that for value gap. What's liquidity that's still laying there? It's, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Took out the high of day. I mean, we have this hourly order block here, which we visited already once. Question is, what will we do with it? So we are right now in the 1050 macro to 1110. These equal lows, man. I don't know. It looks so smooth. It's what does DXY say? Like DXY is still going up where it wants to go for this buy side liquidity, it looks like. What is ES doing? Let's have a quick look there. So ES is also in that area, and this fair value gap, this hourly fair value gap again. Yeah, and it's also it just dumped, right? It just basically dumped. But for the day, we are currently in discount. Like this is our current day. And we are currently in discount. We are also in discount because we are below the midnight opening price and below the 8:30 price. We are assuming bullish price action. I mean, so tomorrow we have PMI, manufacturing and services PMI. And Thursday we have GDP. I'm quite sure that at Thursday we will move down even further. I mean, I'm quite sure about that. Meaning that we will not take out this low. We will not do that. Because if we do, then we will actually be bearish and continue taking out this low and that low. But I think that for Thursday, we want to keep this. And first retrace into the daily fair value gap. That sounds more obvious to me. We are currently in that hourly fair value gap, in which we are not sure yet what to decide, it looks like. But we did go below midnight opening price and below the 8:30 opening price, so we are in discount, meaning if we break that high here, that 1 minute high, that we could be looking for some bullish action. Okay, so we went above. Now let's see what the 15 seconds does. First, let's see how this fair value gap gets created, and then see what the 15 seconds does. So we have this 1 minute fair value gap. We have a range actually. Okay, now we are bullish, looks like. This is going to, if I'm going to buy here, it's going to be a very risky trade because everything is kind of counterintuitive. Like the 5 minutes here is a bit bearish. We have equal lows here. So 30 seconds doesn't even have a fair value gap or something even like it. I mean, we have this 5 minute fair value gap here. Unsure if we are going to do anything with it though. Okay. So the 15-second is bullish. I mean, tape reading this, it's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to check on something. Like, just because we took out already some highs, I want to check if this 15-minute fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap, will actually hold, yes or no. Because the 5-minute is bearish, the 15-minute is and we have equal lows here. So right now we are above that opening price. These equal lows, yeah, they are asking to be taken out, it feels like. They're screaming. So we went to consequent encroachment of that 15-minute fair value gap, it looks like. You know what? I'm not even going to take that. I'm not going to take that trade. I know that the hourly is bullish, right? Yeah, the hourly is bullish. So the 15-minute is bullish as well. The 5-minute, well, that one is bearish. That one is bearish. The 1-minute is bullish. Hmm. How does that 4-hour look? Yeah, the 4-hour also looks bullish, so This might turn into an inversion fair value gap. But I think I will potentially actually... I think I will stop for today, guys. Because I already have my win. I already made 2k today. I should be content with that. And right now, price is not really being clear to me right now. I mean, we have these equal lows here that we might run to. But next to that, I don't want to risk it. So I think it will be a wise decision to stop for now. So thank you a lot for watching. I hope you had a nice time and see you next time. So, and don't be a degenerate or something like that. Don't overtrade. If you already have your win, stop and leave it there. So again, thank you and see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be streaming. So yeah.
In the morning light, markets take their flight. NASDAQ opens tight, only 30 feels so right. Liquidity's the key, trading wild and free. Make your bets and see you where the money gonna be. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYA sky. Liquidity's the key, trading wild and free. Make your bets and see you where the money gonna be. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYA sky. Opening price says, hey, let's seize the day. Volatility at play, make that cash okay. For 0830 we start reeling. 12 o'clock with that feeling. Indexes keep feeling, our profits keep on healing. Watch the ticker rise.